Welcome to Saturday, September 29th. It's day 58, I believe, of the MLB Pick Sprapp. That's the spreadsheet application, that algorithm, whatever thing that we wrote here to pick baseball games. How are we doing? I missed yesterday because there was a million things going on. We are flirting so close with being profitable. There's so many games today. There's going to be action one way or the other today. There's only like two games, I think, left in the season. So really going to be interesting. What do we have today? Well, we don't have lineups for anything other than the first two games, the early 1 o'clock games. It's predicting a high scoring game, but don't trust my over unders lately. Sometimes they're awesome, sometimes they're not. The plus 190 for the Yankees, though, that's what it likes here. So it likes that. Like St. Louis over the Cubbies, barely because of a good line here. Interesting. Picking some underdogs. Be nice to have a cool day and really win with some picks like this. We'll get lineups later. Really loves Houston over Baltimore in the doubleheader, both of those games. The Dodgers and likes the Dodgers over San Francisco. The Dodgers have been consistent lately, it looks like. Cincinnati over Pittsburgh. That's a close one. Also, a lot of underdogs is picking today. Wow, that would be awesome if they all hit. Uh, Tampa Bay, that's a favorite it likes. That's a strong pick over bet score 3.5, over three there. Our bet scores over three are really good. So the ones that you really want to pay attention to: Houston in both games of the doubleheader, Dodgers, Tampa Bay, Milwaukee apparently. Why is that? Because Daniel Norris is so terrible in Detroit. Okay. Um, and also Cleveland over Kansas City. I'm not wearing my Kansas City shirt, and Junis is pitching, so Cleveland might win. Oh, wow, look at this. Arizona and Oakland. Wow, a lot of games over three here today. Um, Maybe I'll go and have fun with a round robin with those top seven teams or something. I think I'm going to go to Charlestown in the 2018 Mustang that the rental car company accidentally gave me for fun, for free, for no additional charge. Awesome. We're going to have fun with that. So, anyway, that's what it likes today. That's, yeah, well, interesting. We'll see what happens with lineups, but these lines are really good lines. So if you're getting anything like these lines, this is good. Now, we're a couple minutes in. On the 27th, which I didn't do a video after this, we apparently had a winning day, but our picks above bet score 3 did not do well. We had one pick, Cleveland, which lost. I was wearing a Kansas City shirt, so we knew that was going to happen. I liked Atlanta, and they lost, and then everybody else won. Trust the file, never trust me, right? But not really a good day there. Bankroll wise, teams that we like that were over 3 today, you can see that Oakland, St. Louis, Milwaukee. Those are big three we like. Anybody else? Tampa Bay we like. We're going against Boston. We like Houston twice. We like the Yankees. So all those teams we liked, you can see the only ones that wanted us to pick that we don't have winning records with are the Dodgers, apparently, and Cleveland, right? So when you look back at this, you can see the ROI that's shown, the ROI team history here. What you really want to do if you wanted to have the most, like based on our history of the season, you want to say, what are the most likely games we're going to win? You want a positive number here, you want a high number here, and you want a high number here, right? So which games are those? Well, this one's a good one, even though that's not at 3, but this is positive 29%, blah, blah. So St. Louis is one of them. Houston is another one. Houston in both games. Dodgers, we would say kind of no, because we're negative here. This is not a great line. So maybe stay away from the Dodgers as one of your strongest picks. Not, no. Yes. This one's better than the Dodgers, apparently, according to the file. So Tampa Bay is another one of those. Is Atlanta one? Atlanta might be one. I think it is here, even though it's not at 3, because positive ROI here, winning everywhere. Yeah, I think sorry. Oh, look at this. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I screwed something up. Hold on and realize this. I did this by accident when I was originally putting it in. I put them in the wrong order. Interesting. It's good that we caught this. So what does it do to that? I screwed up the team names. I think that messed up the roster score slightly. Maybe, maybe not. No, it didn't actually. All right. Well, yeah. So Atlanta, Milwaukee, right? Positive ROI, good big number. Yep. No. Tempted to take the White Sox because of this and almost above zero. At Cleveland, you'd think, except this. So I stay away from Cleveland because that's a bad line and that's a negative. And does it want to do Arizona? No, because of the negative ROI. So you don't do Arizona, but you do Oakland, right? I like that. So who do you want? Who are your big picks really? If you really have used this file for the whole year and all this data means something, Oakland, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Houston twice, and St. Louis. There's 7 picks there. That's what I'm going to go bet at Charlestown, round robin style, like $2 for every one of them. There's going to be like 80 bets or something, and I guarantee you that's going to win money. You heard it here first. Now I'm going to show you something else sneaky here because we're 6.5 minutes in, and if you stuck through that, you deserve this. Guess what this is? NFL Sprapp. Okay, the NFL Sprapp is not done yet for the week, and also it doesn't count yet for what I'm going to be keeping track for money. You see, I don't have projected bet scores and stuff in here or profitability in this file yet because I don't start that until week 5. But if you want to subscribe to this thing, it's $100 for the year, and I'm going to start offering for I think $20 for a week, maybe even $10 for a week. And what it's going to do is it's going to start working really, really well. We got the game on Thursday night right. We had the score a little off. The score was actually 30-20. 30-29 was my predicted score. It changes slightly as we update the weekly rosters and we see who's in, out, and injured. That's why I haven't fully updated this file or done a video for the subscribers yet. But I don't mind showing a sneak peek of this because it doesn't count yet anyway. We don't have enough data yet. We start week 5. Like if you look at what we've done in the past, I have a record. I'm starting to keep track of what we're doing by the spread and all kinds of information here, which I'm going to go more extensive into other videos. But over here, we've got different weeks and seasons. And, we're doing horrible in 2018 so far, but that's fine because it doesn't count yet. We don't have data. Like I told everybody that's a point. You're not supposed to really pay attention to this. If you look at last year, if you look at 2017, okay, we're 66% for the year. If you look at our weeks, okay, if you look at our weeks here, 2017, you see 2017 overall, we don't have a subtotal, but we had a much better start to last year at up almost at, you see week 3 was terrible. You can see that we didn't hit anything above 70%. Wow, look at how bad week 6 was. We didn't hit anything above 70% until week 7. Now, I really didn't want to start this until week 8 to 16, but I'm more confident with player stats this year that, and we got to draw the line and do something, that I'm happy starting here at week 5. I wasn't happy starting anywhere before, some real adjustments here. As you can see, really we shouldn't start till week 7, to be honest, but I'm willing to take this risk because of player stats this year. Anyway, and then after that, you can see if you look at just if we highlight for weeks here, I'll show you how you can set up different slicers in here we want to do week slicer. If you right click on this, you can add a slicer. If you didn't see that because my head was there, and this will give you all the different weeks. So really, I said week 8 through 16 is awesome. You can see that they were at 72% overall, week 8 through 16, and we just have one rough week. Well, this one wasn't great either, but some really nice weeks. And also there are different percentages and win strengths that were attached to these games. And when you another thing you can do here is you can say I want to filter for the win team percentage, and you want to say I want this to be greater than 25%. And that means that the win strength that was calculated was greater than 25%. And you can see that at that level, look at that. that is 87% accurate when you have a wind strength, which is this thing right here, when the wind strength was over 25%, which is, saying that you really thought the game was going to win. Like 7-0 in week 8, 8-0, 6-0, 7-0. This is why last year, people that commented in the videos as we went later into the season that kind of picked this up midway started playing like parlays and stuff with the top picks. And they were like, oh my God, you paid for my Christmas gifts. And I see why. I see why that happened. So this is what we're anticipating and what I think is going to happen, which is why I'm going to be promising everyone that if we don't make profitable on the picks we lay out from week 5 to week 16, although you can see it really shouldn't start till about week 7. Week 5 to 16, if it's not profitable, everyone gets their money back because it will be. It's just numbers. So it's super cool. There's a ton of stuff going on, and if you sat through this whole video, God bless you. So anyway, let's have our picks be winning.